Hello, everybody, Kane here today with another Jurassic World Reborn mod build. And today we are doing a Dilophosaurus exhibit because, I don't know, just decided to. I mean, I guess that's kind of how this works. For those of you expecting consistency of me planning out a big series and, telling you exactly what's coming next, yeah, that ain't happening because I just randomly pick things and I'm like, yeah, that could fit there. That might look cool. That might be fun to build. And then I build it. So yeah, today's exhibit is a bit different, I guess. I decided to do some different things. I didn't really implement them, I guess, as well as I could have, but I think this exhibit turns out really well and has a bit of an interesting look to it. So yeah, overall, top notch. Oh gosh, my nose is kind of clogged today if my voice is a bit off, so sorry about that in advance. But anyway, the basic idea of the exhibit was to put a giant rock mound hill type thing in the center of it and have the Dilophosaurus be able to go up that and also go through it by putting some sort of cave tunnel type thing through the center of the hill. And yeah, that's the concept. That is the exhibit in a nutshell. I do throw a giant fallen tree in. Why? I have no idea. I think I just thought it would look cool, and I've built like 4 of them already in various worlds of mine, so I don't know, I just felt like doing another one, I guess. Again, thing with me building exhibits. Now, I will say one quick thing about this build, and I think I've realized this throughout these builds so far. You guys remember, I don't remember which build it was, but I've mentioned before, one of the things I do with this series is use it kind of as building practice in a way, kind of make it a way for me to try out new ideas. And I think I've realized with some of the previous ones, but particularly with this build, a lot of these end up being practice builds for the Dino series. They really do. Like, this is essentially a practice build for, well, the actual Dilophosaurus exhibit in our Dino Survival series. So yeah, I mean, you could expect something similar to this popping up in that series at some point in the near future, which should be pretty cool. I do think this exhibit turns out really well, and I'd be very happy to build it in that series as well, in that world. But yeah, pretty basic exhibit. I know I need to talk more in these videos. I really should. I don't know why, especially just the past few. Well, I guess since I've been on quote-unquote break, even though I'm still putting out way more videos than I really planned to put out over my break. Yeah, I don't know, I've just not been feeling the greatest, or my voice hasn't been feeling the greatest, so I haven't really wanted to talk tons for videos. You get how, yeah, well, I'm sure you guys get that. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to think what to say here exactly. Just lots of terrain work. I tried to tie it into the Stegosaurus exhibit quite well. I will say one thing I do kind of think I messed up on somewhat is the tree choice for this build. I did end up going for a more of a spruce look, mostly just because, the Stegosaurus exhibit is spruce, and then we have the redwood forests for the Dreadnoughtus, so it kind of felt like it should have been spruce, but at the same time I feel like going with oak trees may have been a better idea since I do a giant fallen oak tree, but you know what, maybe I'll change it, maybe I won't, who knows. Also, when the camera pans and if you see the Stegosaurs are gone, that is again because I removed most of the dinosaurs after I finished filming the episodes because they are laggy and I don't really want the lag while I'm building things. Take a quick drink there. It's funny, like I didn't even stop recording really at all, but I feel like I've completely forgotten how to commentate for some reason, and it's kind of hilarious to me. It really is. Just, I don't know, like I was fine commentating 2 weeks ago, but now I'm like, I can't commentate for anything for some reason, which is funny, a bit weird. I think it's more just well, not stressed. But there'll probably be a video up tomorrow, I think, talking about stuff for the next year, all the video stuff I've got planned, how all that's coming together, which I think is kind of like, I don't know, occupying most of my mind space, I guess, which is making me a bit less talkative, I guess? I don't know, who knows? I'm kind of just rambling now at this point. You know what? I think I'm going to stop rambling and boring you guys with that. So I think I'll let the rest of the time-lapse play out, and I'll catch back up with you guys to show you the final exhibit. Alright, and here is our final exhibit. Looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I know that's... I call everything cool. I say the word cool too much, but if I think about that too hard, you know, then I start messing up my words, you know, and whatnot. But anyway, any hoozle, yeah, I think this build turned out pretty good. Oh, I completely forgot to add in these stairs. So you know what, let's just take this and... There we go, now we can actually get up there without having to jump. So that's pretty good. Are these guys nocturnal? I guess that would make some semblance of sense, wouldn't it? The nocturnal Dilophosaurus. I think this exhibit is awesome. In all honesty, yeah, I think it just turned out really well. Like I said in the time-lapse though, I think this series is really starting to show to me that this is basically a template for things I would very much like to build in the dinos world. Obviously this wouldn't get built because that's a bit over the top for dinos, but something like this, these nice little like corner exhibits that are just perfect for dinosaurs like this. You know, they're not like the showstoppers like the T-Rex or the Allosaurus or anything, but they're still pretty cool looking ones, and these guys are actually... They aren't too much smaller, not too much smaller. They're not too much larger than the actual fossils and archaeology ones, which is actually a pretty good thing, I think. At least for, you know, building an exhibit here that I could then bring over to that series. But yeah, overall pretty good. I do like the fences. Obviously, they're kind of just ripped from the Echoloraptor, whatever it's called. But I don't know. I feel like they look slightly different and they fit kind of well. I kind of think... I don't know, maybe I should have made both of these curved, but I think not making them curved kind of works as well. I don't know. Also, I didn't end up switching the trees out for oak trees. I had heavily considered it, but I think the pine trees do kind of work. At least they work well with tying these two areas together, since the oak trees tend to stay more over towards this side where we've been working on that stuff. So yeah, I think that turns out okay. And of course, the bigger challenge here, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this in the time-lapse. The reason, actually, I chose to build this dinosaur exhibit, and the reason it's in this corner here instead of, say, you know, like we usually build them, like out there, that's because I wanted to keep this area more open, so there were more ways for the paths to go, because if we kind of fly over this direction, yeah, this area is completely cut off. That is literally just into there. Oh, massive amount of lag. And, oop. Okay, oh, it's probably loading the T-Rexes in. This is also just like a long, narrow area that's gonna go to more exhibits and whatnot in the future. So that should hopefully be pretty cool, but yeah, I needed to make an exhibit that, yeah, that would look cool, but wouldn't take up so much space. It kind of prevented me from expanding very easily out in a direction. So yeah, I think this turned out pretty well for what it was meant to be. Also, the cave. I didn't finish the cave. In fact, I completely forgot to finish it. Oh wait, no, I didn't forget. Oh, well, I completely forgot after the time-lapse to finish it. But the reason I didn't finish it during the time-lapse was because it was gonna be too much hassle to get the camera to properly like show me building down here and then pop back out while looking natural. And yeah, it just wasn't very interesting. And you can't even really see into it from the pathway, can you? I don't think you can. Yeah, what you can see, it's like, yeah, it looks fine. So yeah, I think that's a cool idea though. I think that was a cool idea to have a little pathway go through the hill, and yeah, I like that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the exhibit. Do you like it? Do you think there's stuff we can improve with it? And yeah, what other animals would you like to see? I know Mosasaurus has popped up a ton. Yeah, I don't really know how I'd do a Mosasaur exhibit on this kind of world, but you know, maybe we can, maybe we will. I don't know, we'll figure that out at some point soon. And maybe an aviary as well. But anyway, again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the future. And until next time, see ya.